Every football fan has their own opinion of the best team in the world. But today, I'm building what I believe the ultimate World 11 of 2026. Every player has earned his place through incredible performances, while also fitting perfectly into a balanced 4-3-3 system. So let's reveal the best team in the world in 2026. Goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. Starting between the posts, there is only one choice: Thibaut Courtois. Even after years at the very top, the Belgian continues to prove why he's one of football's greatest goalkeepers. His reflexes are unbelievable, his positioning is nearly flawless, and he seems to make impossible saves when his team needs him the most. Add his dominance in the air and his calm distribution, and you have the complete goalkeeper. While Gianluigi Donnarumma had another fantastic season, Courtois' consistency in the biggest matches gives him the edge, because every great team needs a goalkeeper they can trust, and Courtois remains the gold standard. Right back, Achraf Hakimi. At right back is Achraf Hakimi. There simply isn't another fullback that combines speed, attacking quality, and defensive recovery, quite like the Moroccan. Hakimi is constantly charging down the right flank, creating chances with overlapping runs, while still having the pace to sprint back and stop dangerous counterattacks. Modern fullbacks are expected to attack just as well as they defend, and Hakimi excels at both. His pace, technical quality, and relentless work rate makes him one of the first names on this team sheet. Modern fullbacks need to contribute at both ends of the pitch, and Hakimi does exactly that better than almost anyone in world football. Right centre back, William Saliba. The first centre back is William Saliba. The French defender has developed into one of the most complete centre backs in football. He is incredibly composed on the ball, nearly impossible to beat in one-on-one situations, and fast enough to recover even if attackers get in behind. But what really separates Saliba is his intelligence. He rarely dives into tackles, instead reading the game perfectly and making defending look effortless. In today's game, where defenders are expected to build attacks as well as stop them, Saliba is the complete package and deserves his place in this World 11. Left centre back, Gabriel Magalhães. Alongside him is Gabriel Magalhães. If Saliba is the calm defender, Gabriel is the warrior. He's dominant in the air, incredibly physical, and loves defending, whether it's clearing crosses, winning headers, or making crucial blocks. Gabriel thrives under pressure, and is also a major threat from set pieces, scoring important goals for both club and country. Together with Saliba, they form arguably the strongest centre-back partnership in football, perfectly balancing composure with aggression, and giving this team an incredibly solid defensive foundation. Left back, Nuno Mendes. At left back, Nuno Mendes gets the nod. The Portuguese defender has become one of the most exciting fullbacks in the world. Thanks to his explosive pace and endless energy, going forward, he provides dangerous overlapping runs that constantly stretch opening defenses, while his explosive pace allows him to recover quickly whenever possession is lost. Defensively, his speed allows him to recover quickly and stop counterattacks before they become dangerous. Finding a fullback that can dominate both offensively and defensively is incredibly rare, and that's exactly why Nuno Mendes earned his place in this team. Defensive midfielder, Rodri. Sitting at the base of midfield is Rodri, the player who makes the entire team function. He controls the tempo, dictates possession, and always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Whether it's breaking up attacks, escaping pressure with a simple pass, or slowing the game down when needed, Rodri is football's ultimate controller. His incredible performances during Spain's World Cup winning campaign only strengthened his reputation as the best defensive midfielder in the world, because every elite team needs a player who brings order to chaos. And nobody does it better than Rodri. But before we continue, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Central midfielder, Declan Rice. While some fans might prefer a more attacking midfielder here, I'm sorry, but for me, Rice is absolutely essential. His incredible work rate, defensive awareness, and ability to recover huge areas of the pitch provide the balance that allows everyone else to shine. When Hakimi or Nuno Mendes push forward, Rice is the one protecting the defense. He wins tackles, carries the ball through midfield, and keeps the team compact. He may not grab the headlines, but every winning team needs a player like Declan Rice. Attacking midfielder, Jude Bellingham. Completing the midfield is Jude Bellingham. At just 23 years old, he's already one of the most complete midfielders on the planet. Bellingham has the ability to score goals, create chances, drive past defenders, and press relentlessly for 90 minutes. His intelligence allows him to arrive in the box at exactly the right moment, while his leadership makes everyone around him better. With Rodri controlling the game and Rice providing defensive cover, Bellingham has the freedom to do what he does best: influence games all over the pitch. Right wing, Lamine Yamal. On the right wing is the phenomenal Lamine Yamal. Despite his young age, he's already established himself among football's elite. His close control, creativity, vision, and fearless dribbling make him almost impossible to defend against. Defenders never know whether he's going to cut inside, beat them down the line, or produce an inch-perfect assist. After his incredible performances for both Barcelona and Spain, many fans already consider him the best player in the world. The future belongs to Lamine Yamal, and in this team, he's already a superstar. Striker, Harry Kane. This is probably the most controversial pick in the entire lineup. Harry Kane gets the striker position ahead of Erling Haaland. But why? Because football isn't just about scoring goals, it's about making the entire team better. Kane remains one of the world's deadliest finishers, but he also drops into midfield, creates chances, and link-ups play better than almost any striker in history. That movement opens space for Mbappe and Lamine Yamal to attack, making the entire front three more than dangerous. Haaland may score more tap-ins, but Kane makes this team function at its higher level. Left wing, Kylian Mbappé. Finally, on the left wing, it's Kylian Mbappé. His pace remains unmatched, his finishing is ruthless, and his ability to deliver on football's biggest stages is second to none. Starting from the left allows him to attack central areas at top speed, where defenders simply can't keep up. Combined with Kane's movement and Lamine Yamal's creativity, Mbappe becomes almost impossible to stop. While Vinícius Jr had another outstanding season, Mbappe's performances at the World Cup and his incredible goal-scoring record gives him the edge as the best left winger in the world. So that's my ultimate 2026 World 11, a team packed with world-class talent, incredible balance, and players capable of dominating every area of the pitch. But now, it's your turn. Who would you change? Would you pick Haaland over Kane, Vinícius over Mbappe? Or do you have any other player who deserves to be in the lineup? Let me know your ultimate 2026 World 11 down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications for more football content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!